Hi everyone, and welcome back to Biology Bytes. In this video, we're exploring how scientists use genome-wide studies, also called GWAS, to uncover the genes behind stuttering, a speech condition that affects millions. So, big thanks to Dr. Polikowsky and her colleagues' paper in Nature Genetics. Plus, shoutouts to 23andMe and the International Stuttering Project, and all of the other universities involved for making this work possible. Every cell has DNA, a twisted ladder called a double helix. Chunks of that ladder are genes. These act like instruction manuals for building and running our bodies. Sometimes a single letter in a gene differs between people. That's called a variant, or an SNP, which stands for single nucleotide polymorphism. If it occurs at the same spot, or locus, in many people, it can help explain why we all look different or act differently. Developmental stuttering shows up as repetitions, prolonged sounds, or brief blocks where speech stops. Did you know that stuttering runs in families? Scientists measure heritability, the portion of variation in a trait due to genes, and have estimated that 42% to 84% of stuttering risk is genetic, meaning your DNA plays a huge role. So, how do scientists identify these genes? A Genome-Wide Association Study, or GWAS, is a study involving millions of genetic variants across the entire genome to see which ones are linked to a trait. In our case, stuttering. Scientists compare how often each variant appears in people who stutter versus those who don't to pinpoint genetic hotspots. Dr. Polikowsky and her colleagues analyzed over 1.1 million participants, 100,000 cases of people that do stutter, and 1 million controls of people who don't. That massive size gives the study the power to spot even subtle genetic effects. Let's see what they found. They pinpointed 57 loci linked to the stuttering risk. 2 genes stood out, one being GNPTAB, which encodes an enzyme essential for proper cellular recycling, which is specifically in lysosomes. While the paper doesn't spell out the speech link, scientists hypothesize that if neurons can clear waste properly, the brain circuits controlling fluent speech may be disrupted. Another one is DRD2, which encodes the dopamine D2 receptor. This is crucial for relaying signals in the brain, and change here can affect the motor control of speech. The team used linkage disequilibrium score regression, a method to measure how much genetic risk is shared between traits. They found stuttering overlaps genetically with autism, depression, and even musical rhythm ability, hinting that some of the same genes guide different aspects of brain function. Stuttering shows sexual dysmorphism. That means its prevalence differs by sex. At onset, boys and girls stutter about equally, but adolescence or adulthood, roughly 4 boys keep stuttering for every 1 girl, so the ratio would be 4 to 1. The study also broke results down by ancestry, revealing some gene signals unique to certain groups. Mapping the genes behind stuttering helps us understand why it happens, and it lays the groundwork for precision care in speech disorders, meaning one day we can tailor therapies to each person's genetic profile. To recap, number 1 is that stuttering has a strong genetic basis. Number 2 is that this GWS identified 57 risk loci. And number 3 is that some genes overlap with other neurodevelopment traits. Thanks a lot for joining us on today's video. We hope you had a lot of fun and learned something new. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Biology Bytes. If you care about helping other kids learn, check out Pratham USA. They bring reading and learning to children across India and help build a better world. Visit prathamusa.org to see how you can help. See y'all next time. Bye!